My job is Curator of Human Health at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, and it really is an incredible job where all the things that I love come together. So education, particularly science, and working with people and creating new ways to show science, so kind of the communication as well. It was funny because a friend of mine who is, I think, still here doing her PhD, she emailed me and said, "I know you were looking for a job. This probably came up on one of your searches, but I thought this would be perfect for you." And I looked at it and I said, didn't come up in my searches. It was due the next day, the application, and I had no idea what a Curator of Human Health was. So I said, well, I'll give him my resume and write a cover letter, and we'll see. And I ended up getting a call and did a phone interview, and then got asked for an in-person interview. So it was kind of an all-day thing, and where you give a 45-minute lecture and you meet with volunteers. So a large part of my job is working with volunteers, and you meet with the committee, and then you meet with all these other folks. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I still don't know what the job is, but I just went through this whole interview process, and I ended up getting the job. You know, as it turns out, you start the job and you're hired for a reason, and it has been the most rewarding work that I've done, and believe it or not, more exhausting than graduate school. I just did a panel yesterday that was on extinction, and I thought to myself, they want me to be on an expert panel on extinction? I don't know anything about that. And so when I started thinking about it in terms of human health, I realized that so many of my classes when I was in grad school dealt with genetics, biodiversity, and things of that nature. And I started digging and realized that, yeah, absolutely, I can use that and not necessarily make the claim, you know, it was talking about climate change and the exacerbation of that by humans, and which part of that was playing a more important role. And so I decided to say that whether you subscribe to either, here's why you should care. And not because you want to save the planet, or you love animals, maybe you don't, but because your health potentially depends on it. And my advice would be to take the opportunity to network. You never know who knows about a cool job. And it's kind of embarrassing to let people know that, oh, I don't have a job right now. But the more people you let know, the more people will email you, and maybe with an awesome job that you didn't know about. So that's what I did. I networked like crazy, and it really paid off.